Welcome back to Daytime. We have the phenomenal Sarah Roberts. She's an amazing blogger, a woman in the know, and now most recently an author of a 28-day Kick the Sugar Habit. So Sarah, welcome back to the show again. It's so great having you back.
Thank you so much. I feel like this is like a full circle moment. The first time I came on was with you, Tammy, and been looking forward to meeting you as well, Dylan.
Well, it's good to meet you as well, because I've seen you all over social media doing all the things that you've been doing, and obviously you have an inspirational story. Because you kicked something, you told it to go home basically, and then now you're kicking something else and making other people do it as well. So let's get a bit of your story again.
Thank you so much. So it started with, 14 years ago, I decided to quit drinking. I'm a recovering alcoholic, 14 years sober, and right off the bat, Right off the bat, though, I really wasn't comfortable coming out as an alcoholic. I felt a lot of shame about it. I was embarrassed about it. I didn't want to wear the label. I was only 29 years old, and so it really changed everything about my life. And so I decided to hide the fact that I was an alcoholic by becoming a healthy person. I decided that I would go to health and fitness, and I would pretend to be this super healthy person so that people would, sort of understand why I wasn't drinking. When I would be in social situations, I would just say, no, I'm on a cleanse, or I'm going to go hit the gym after, and I just lied my way to sobriety is the way that I look at it. But the positive benefit is that I ended up becoming healthy in the process, and it just really catapulted me onto a whole new journey of my life, and it inspired a passion in me that I didn't even know was there to be healthy and to be well.
So sometimes the negative turns into an amazing positive. So prior to the 28 Kick Challenge, I don't know what's with my words today.
Wow.
But it's a mouthful, though. 28-day Kick the Sugar Challenge does not
totally
roll
is.
off the tongue.
Yeah.
No, but it wasn't meant to be that. So how did your original book, first off, tell us what the book was originally going to be, and then how did that morph into this amazing book?
Yeah, great question. So I was writing a memoir. So the first time I came on the show, we were talking about me just coming out as an alcoholic sort of publicly, beginning to live my life out loud. And so I had met with Peggy McCall, who said, you've got a book inside of you. I started my blog, sarahtalksfood.com. And so she invited me to a mastermind session at her home. And, we were all sitting around talking about writing our books and what we were going to write them about. And so mine was going to be a memoir. It was just going to be my journey to sobriety and, who I am without alcohol. And so as I sat at home and was typing away on my computer, all of these old stories started to come up, and these shameful, embarrassing, horrible situations that I had been in during my drinking days, and I would be writing them out, and I'd sort of have to walk away for a bit, and I'd cry, and I'd be thinking about them. When I write, I go right back to that time. And so I started reaching for sugar. I really found myself all of a sudden going back to where I was right when I quit drinking, which when I quit drinking the first time, I noticed immediately that I was craving sugar. I wasn't drinking it anymore, so I wanted to eat it. And so I really found that as I was writing my memoir, I was just eating one piece of dark chocolate, then two, then five, then the whole bar, and I'm like, what am I doing? I can't do this. I'm supposed to be this health and fitness enthusiast. I can't do this. And so I decided to do my own sugar cleanse, and I thought maybe the people that follow me on my blog would want to join me. And they did.
And and I understand that in that book in itself and in that blog, you've created a community. Tell us about the community.
Yeah, so what happened is, we got over 100 people saying right off the bat, yes, I want to join you on this 28-day Kick the Sugar Challenge. And so I really was just sort of inviting them through a Facebook community and teaching them sort of what we're going to do on a day-by-day, 28-day basis. And then I just realized people were sort of like, what day am I on? Where are we at? What did I miss? And so I decided it had to become a book. I needed to have it so that people could start their challenge whenever they wanted to, always have access to the resources and to the information at their fingertips. So that's how it became a book. And the Facebook community is just a great place for people to connect and inspire each other and motivate each other, share recipes and tips, and it's just awesome seeing people on the same journey.
It really is awesome, because you and I, like we mentioned at the top of the interview here, had never met but knew each other because of Facebook. So it seems like when we see each other, it's like we're all like hugs and kisses.
I know.
Maybe not so many kisses, okay? Don't worry.
It was a hug.
It was a hug. But I mean,
It was amazing.
I'm just saying, like the Facebook community, so that's a great way for you to spread your word.
Definitely.
Now, if people are looking to start this journey,
yes.
How difficult is it? Because this doesn't sound easy at all.
Yeah, and I'm not going to say any part of kicking sugar is easy, because it's found in so many places that we don't even think about. It's found under all sorts of different names. I mean, the sugar industry really tries to keep us in the dark, and they also, they market to children. We are fed sugar from the first time we try baby cereal. I mean, even lower than that.
Lucky
Problem
Charms.
and
oh, sorry.
I know.
We're
I know.
listening.
I know. But you wouldn't
Yeah.
love them so much if you do a 28-day Kick the Sugar challenge and then try to eat one.
What's the
It's
first
amazing.
step then?
So the first step
Yeah.
in the book is really getting prepared. And it really is about, you know, developing awareness and understanding where sugar hides and what it's in.
Because it even starts as soon as you wake up. Like you grab for that coffee. Like how
Totally.
much, I was reading something about how much you even, before you start your day,
I
you're,
know.
you're having like 65 grams of sugar.
Yeah, and that's
which
just
equals
it.
what? Like
yeah, so
6
16.25 teaspoons.
That's crazy.
It's crazy, and that's the thing.
But
I mean,
nobody
so much-
knows it. So
nobody
this is
knows
where
it.
you need this, you know? So
And it really is the book that I wish that I had read when I first got into health and wellness. You know, I really didn't know where to turn, so I started just reading everything. I mean, I tried all sorts of different modalities and diets, and, you know, I tried vegetarianism, and I tried all these different things trying to figure out the best
But it's
way
so
to be
overwhelming.
healthy.
Yeah.
It is overwhelming.
you need a one-stop shop.
You do need a one-stop
Yeah.
stop shop. So really, this is just, it's sort of everything you need to know about how food works in the body for dummies. You know, I don't get super, you know, clinical or technical. I am not a nutritionist or dietitian. I'm just somebody who got healthy on their own.
But the key is, how much is this book?
It is, I'm not profiting from this book. I really just want to get it into the hands of as many people as I possibly can. So if you go to ktsc28.com, you order the book, and depending on where you live, the prices will be different, but it's
Yeah.
just basically what it costs me to get a book, it costs you to get a book.
Yeah.
Because you care.
I
you
care.
care.
I really do care.
Well, no,
Yeah.
and obviously you've had an amazing journey, and I'm sure it wasn't easy at all.
Oh my gosh.
With the alcoholism and
It's
then,
so brave. Like,
getting back to this. But eating healthy, even though I don't always do it, I'm a strong believer in it. And when you
Yes.
eat healthy, you exercise, positive mind, everything's better.
Totally.
Thank you so much, Sarah Roberts.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you for
Thank you for
coming.
having me. Thank
Perfect.
you.
All right, coming up.
so we have Kaylee Allen coming up, the editor of the Creators Commune. So come on back.